Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of my Team Durango DEX210v2 build series. It is Brian here from Team Durango, or XtremeRC. We're going to be moving on to page C3 today, and we're actually going to be installing our A-arms with the hubs attached to the back of our chassis. Now to start off, you are going to want to grab bag C3. What you're going to first want to do is grab your plastic front hinge pin holder, which is going to be your part tree 330578-1. So once you locate that part tree and get this part, you should be all set to start putting your arms on the rear of your kit. Your part tree should be looking like this. Again, this is part tree 330578. You're going to be taking off piece 1. So you'll see in these little squares, so you'll see a number 1. Just twist it a little bit, take it right off. You'll see that there's going to be a little bit leftover plastic left over. What I like to do is grab my Lexan scissors. Comes right off. There you go. Now you have a nice smooth piece here. Set this part tree to the side. Now you should be ready to start getting your rear A-arms on the rear of your buggy here. So this piece is going to be getting installed right here on this part of the chassis. It'll take 4 screws to keep this thing screwed down. You're going to have one here, one here, one here, and one here. Let me give you guys a little bit of a closer look and show you what it should be looking like. So now that you have gotten this piece off of your part tree, you'll see that it'll be being installed on the rear end of your kit with these, or through these 4 holes right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each screw that you'll be needing is going to be located in bag C3 that you emptied out earlier. And all you gotta do is screw in from the bottom. Alright guys, I did say 4 screws are needed to hold this one in. It's actually 2 for now. The 2 in the middle are going to be used for a later time in this build. So we're going to grab screw number 704007, which is going to be your longer screw from the rest of the bag. It's going to be a screw that is 3 by 10 millimeters long. Now what I like to do is I hold my piece on my actual chassis, flip it over, hopefully it's focusing here for you guys, and I'll grab my screw, screw it in by hand a little bit, and once it's screwed in by hand, I'll grab my hex driver and just screw in the rest. Now that you have your screw screwed in by hand a little bit, you can take your driver and just screw right in. Remember, it is new plastic, so it may take a little bit of a little while to get it screwed in all the way, but once you get it, you should be good. So once you have it screwed on, it should be looking something like this. You'll see that I did screw it in from the bottom. It'll be these right here, 1 and 2. Now that we have that one screwed on, let's move on to the next step. Next thing you're going to want to do, guys, is locate your 2 shims. So you're going to want, or no, just one of your shims. So you're going to grab this one right here, and then you're going to grab the number 1 washer from that part tree we've been using for a little while. You have located your shim from bag C3 and washer number 1 from that part tree. You're going to want to grab one of your pins that come out of bag C3 and one of your A-arms. What you do is grab your pin, stick it through, let it go in through the other side, and you're going to want to first put on one of the washers. Slide the washer right over. Once you have done that, you're going to want to grab the shim from bag C3 and stick it right over the top as well. And then place your pin right through the hole of the hinge pin holder we just installed on the rear of the chassis, so it should be sitting there just like that. And once you have that done, you're going to want to grab your pivot ball here, that is in bag C3 as well. Once you have that, you're going to want to grab it and put it right over this pin here that's sticking out the other end of your A-arm, so it should be sitting just like that. And then you're going to want to grab your next arm and do the same thing we just did on this side. Now that we have both arms on, make sure you guys have your little pivot balls here at the end. You're going to want to grab your aluminum piece that Team Durango provides in bag C3. Very, very nice. This thing is awesome looking. The gold is really good. It has a really nice finish to it. Anodized aluminum. You can see it has a white TD logo right there. Looks really cool. So from there, this is going to slide on to the rear of your chassis. The 2 little openings right here are going to be sliding right into the balls on the rear. See, as you can see, it's super sensitive. until you get this gold piece screwed down in. Any movement will really knock the arms out. But once you get it all screwed in, it'll be a nice tight fit. So this is the hard part, guys. You're going to want to keep this aluminum piece right down on the chassis as you lift up. I don't know if the camera's going to be picking this up at all. This is a very difficult part here. Now it does call for red Loctite on this screw before screwing in, but I'm going to screw in first, so at least I know I have it being held down, and then I can use the other screw, put Loctite on that screw, and take that screw out after it has Loctite in it while this one's in, and then put Loctite on this one, and so it will stay together and I don't have to worry about putting it back together and holding it like this again. So what I'm going to do is screw this one in first. Once this one's screwed in, you should be okay to set down your chassis without worrying about your arms falling out, but still be careful. So like I said, I have this one screwed into place, and then I'm going to get the red Loctite that Team Durango provides and put it on this one and screw it in through the bottom. Then once that one's screwed in with the Loctite on it, I'm going to take this one out that I just put in and put Loctite on that one, then screw that one in. So I don't have to worry about losing this, and it can, so it stays together. Now that you have your red Loctite, what I do is I just put my screw on my driver. You're going to want to have your chassis flipped over so you can have easy access to screwing it in. You're going to be screwing into the outermost hole towards the outside of your car. All you need is a little bit of Loctite on there. Once you get a little bit of a little drop on there, that's all you pretty much will need. There you go. Hold the screw a little bit as you flip it over and screw right in. If you have a little bit of Loctite on the top of your screw or whatever, you can just wipe it off with a rag. It's not going to hurt anything. So now that I have the red Loctite on this screw, I can be safe to take out this one right here that we put in earlier and put the Loctite on that screw and then screw this one in, and we should be all good. Alright guys, we are now done with part 4. Now I know this was kind of a shorter video. The reason being is because next video we're going to be building the ball diff. So I wanted to be able to spend my time on that. So please stay tuned for the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like down below. That aluminum piece looks very, very good there. So if I helped you guys in any way, please let me know down below. If you guys like this video, please tell me. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Also guys, make sure to check out Team Durango's Facebook page and their website. I'll leave a link down below. So thanks again guys for watching. See you next time.